Hey there, it's Olivia-Savannah here from Olivia's Catastrophe, and today I'm here to give you my 2022 goals for the year. So I'm going to start with my only bookish one, then go into writerly ones, and then content creator ones, and then everything else. My first goal is my only bookish one, and that is to read the oldest books on my TBR. I'm going to have a video coming out with the 10 oldest books on my physical owned TBR, and I want to have them read by the end of the year. This goal is inspired by Hannah from Hannah Reads Way Too Much, because I saw that she does this and I thought it was a very good way of continuing to read whatever you want from your shelves, but also making sure you're getting the oldest things kicked off as they should be. So for my two writerly goals, my first one is to write more consistently and keep querying. I'm currently querying my novel and verse, so I just want to keep on doing that and not let the rejections get me down and just keep going with that. And I also want to write more consistently, at least write once a week. I've talked about how my writing habits are very much when I'm in the mood to write, but I think I should be trying to write a bit more, because that will lead into my next goal, which is to finish the first draft of my novel, which is a Frankenstein, Afrofuturist, science fiction, horror novel. And I've talked about it before. It's all female cast, it's all black cast, and I love it so much. But I do need to write more consistently if I want to get it done. It was one of my goals for last year that did not get accomplished, so I'm just carrying it over into this next year. One of the goals that I have for this channel here is to do more reading vlogs. I really enjoy watching themed reading vlogs, and I really have some books that I think could make great themed reading vlog ideas, but I struggle with vlogging. I always want them to come out the way that I picture in my head, and I have this high idea of what a vlog should be, and when I film a vlog and it doesn't reach that level of quantity that I want it at, I delete it. I just delete all the footage. There are many vlogs that I've filmed that you have not seen, or many challenges that I've started that I have not completed because I didn't really like the way the footage was panning out. And I do think that you should post what you're comfortable with and what you like and what you've enjoyed that you've created, but I also think there's a point where perfectionism is just ridiculous, and it's something that you're aspiring towards but cannot achieve because you've got this high level of perfectionism in your head. So my goal is to post more reading vlogs. It doesn't matter if they're not as put together or as aesthetically pleasing as I would like, but just get some out there because I enjoy filming them, and I do like their final result. One of my favourite vlog series that I used to do was Read It Backwards, and then also really enjoyed doing the 30 books in 30 days challenge. So just do more reading vlogs and don't be afraid to put them out there. And the other creator goal is for Instagram to try Instagram Reels. Just try them. I'm definitely a photo girl and not a video girl when it comes to Instagram, and I really don't want to make Instagram Reels. I just don't want it. I don't want them in my space. But they are there, they are on Instagram, they are dominating, and the truth is, your algorithm is not going to like you unless you're putting reels out, which is sad and it's disappointing for creators like me who just want to share photos. But I've seen my Instagram suffer this year, and I've seen my mentality towards Instagram suffer because of it, not because I'm getting less views, but just because it's a space with things on it that I didn't really want to have on it. But I'm going to try Instagram Reels. I don't want to write something off without having tried it. So that's what I'm going to do. That theme is continuing for TikTok. Just try TikTok. It doesn't matter if I try it and hate it, but at least try it. I don't think TikTok is going to be the platform for me. I don't think it fits into I don't think Olivia's Catastrophe is a brand, but if Olivia's Catastrophe had a brand, I don't think TikTok is a platform where it could fit in, and I don't know how I would fit in on TikTok. And I'm not a big fan of TikTok. But I haven't tried it, so why am I writing it off without trying it? So one of my goals is to try TikTok, to just get on the platform. I've already seen many TikToks because that platform bleeds all over the place into all the other social medias, but see what's out there, try and make something, and if I hate it, I don't have to go back on. Then I've got some travel goals, and they're quite tentative because traveling, COVID, tentative. So we'll see how it goes, but I would like to tentatively travel. That is what I wrote in my planner. Tentatively travel. And this doesn't have to be to new countries, because that might be unrealistic, it's hard to know, but I could also just travel to new cities within the UK, because there's lots of the UK, there's lots more cities than just London, and I haven't explored them. Another thing on my list, which is travel related, is to explore London. I've only recently moved here. Even though I was born here in London, I didn't really grow up in London, and this is the first time I'm back living in London for the last few months, so I just want to continue exploring London, seeing what it has to offer, and that's one of my goals as well, to just explore the city that I'm currently living in. Related to that is a social goal, which I've put on there, which is quite personal. It's called Just Ask. There's a lot of things that I want to do, but I don't want to ask my friends to do them because I think it might not be their thing, or I don't want to push them to do something that they wouldn't like to do. But I should just ask, and every time I do ask at last minute, most of my friends say, or family say, why didn't you ask me before? And I thought, oh, it's not going to be your thing. And they're like, sure, I'd love to go with you. So just ask. I've got a baking goal, which is to try new baking recipes. I love cooking. I love experimenting with cooking. And I do enjoy baking, but I do have in my head this idea that I'm a rubbish baker, even though I don't know, well, I've made some baking mistakes, so I know where it comes from. But I have in my head that I'm a rubbish baker. It means I'm less experimental. I've tried about 5 recipes and I know them really well because I keep repeating them because I know how to do them perfectly rather than trying something new. So I want to try some new baking recipes. And then I've got 2 workout goals, and I've mentioned how my approach to workouts and yoga have changed. Well, my approach to workouts hasn't changed that much. So my workout goal is to just keep getting stronger, and this can mean a wide range of things. It can mean doing resistance bands workouts, upping my weights marginally, or doing more cardio, just pushing myself to keep working out consistently. That's all for workouts. But for yoga, I used to be someone who was very much achieving poses and poses focused, which meant if I was doing my yoga flow, at the end of every yoga flow I was pushing to work towards a pose. There was a pose that I was aspiring towards that I wanted to learn how to do. Lately, that's not been my game. I'm less about achieving certain poses and I'm more about going through the motions, going through the flow, but being able to become more flexible within the poses I know. So doing them deeper, becoming more comfortable in them, being able to breathe easier in them and feel comfortable in them. So it's less about trying new poses and more about feeling more comfortable in the ones that I already know. Which is different for me because I'm very much a goal-orientated person. So my yoga goal this year is just to keep getting more flexible, whether that is by trying new poses, which would lead to unlocking more flexibility levels, or just going deeper into the ones I already know. I'll leave that open-ended for me to figure out as the year goes along. But there you have it. Those are my 12 goals for 2022. Let me know in the comment section down below. Have you set any goals or resolutions, or do you not set them? And if you want to share one with me, I would love to hear it. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button if you want to see more, and don't forget to hit that notification bell to be updated every time I have a new video. And you know what they say, onwards and upwards. Excelsior!